I don't know why my audio, like I have these things on different tracks. Like desktop audio should be going on 1 and 2. And all of these record separately, right? But like when I go into DaVinci Resolve, it's a toss-up whether or not I can actually remove an audio track that has Spotify on it. So at best, sometimes I'm taking clips, you know? Oh, you're making a game? What's the game about? What kind of game is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! I'm reaching for my brushes right now. Okay, we got him. The movie that I like is the first Godzilla movie. Okay, so 1954. And then the King of the Monsters movie, I'm guessing Legendary. I watched that with my dad while I was painting my model with him. Nice, okay. I think I really like Godzilla 2000. That's my favorite. It's, nostalgic. To add them to Rogue Trader. But we're in between them being Heinrich's retune or them being a part of the... Okay, got you. Kind of like Overcooked as my first. Oh, that's sick. But Viking themed? Do you have a potential release date? Or is it going to be on Steam? I would not mind if it's like, as long as it's all you. There's no Gen AI, because I can't have Gen AI on here. It's bad for business. As long as there's nothing like that in there, like, I would not mind playing that on stream. Because I like to check out what you guys are doing. I'm curious. I'm nosy. Painting with 30 degrees outside at midnight? Ooh. Yeah, heat wave in Europe, huh? Death to Gen AI? Hell yeah. She knows what's up. Ah, Fenricine Viking, thanks for the sub. Sadly, it doesn't break you out of ad jail. It just prevents the next one. Or else that would be perfect. Okay. Okay, now these aren't technically power weapons, but there's something... Oh, you have to refresh? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I'll make sure to tell people that. I'll spread the good word. Okay, so these aren't technically power blades, but apparently they look similar, according to Zet. So... Oh, nice! Halfway to our sub goal. Let's go, guys. Modding is easier with mod icons. What do you mean? I do have mod icons on here. Oh, yeah, thank you, Lilith. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I have, oh, are you proposing your service as a mod? Are you trying to make a deal? I mean, I could use some more mods and you're in here all the time if you're actually offering and I'm not reading the room wrong. Oh, fuck yeah. That's gonna sell. But, yeah, so I'm guessing there's no Gen AI in the game that you're using, so that's good. Because then I can actually play it. Because it's, you know, like, I have to, if I'm gonna take a hard stance on that, I have to be consistent. I can't make exceptions. Even if the game looks really good, and there was one that looked really good, but the theme song was made by generative AI, so I can't play it. Yeah, because I can't support it. I have to create a morally consistent framework. You seem pretty, I mean, like, maybe we'll give it a couple more weeks, but I think I trust you. I'd be willing to, but, like, let's just give it just a couple more weeks, and yeah. You haven't said anything unreasonable. Can you go to a place for worse and all? Yeah. With the lore of the three of them, they have an augmentation that kind of links their minds together because they've been on each other's sides for years and thought it was easier than speaking out loud. Oh, that's cool. Is there an actual augment then that you're using that kind of does that in the game? Are there stuff that links minds together? But yeah, Viking. I would be if it's like overcooked but Viking themed. Is there going to be multiplayer support? Because I think Lemur King might think that's fun. I wouldn't mind playing it on stream when it comes out. And no, you do not have to give me a free copy. You just don't. Those games usually aren't, like, as long as it's not, like, $50. Because at that point, I might need to wait a little bit, you know? But, like, I'd be happy to do that. Okay, Lilith. And sell it for $80? Oh, I heard about that recently. I think it's GTA, right? It's like $80 for the GTA that's coming out. Ugh. I've heard. Let's put a hot pink down first, because that's going to be sort of where the brightest color is. $10 to $20? Oh, yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, don't worry about it. Because, like, that's a low enough number that I'm just going to support you. And just get the game, if it comes out. And I have a spare 10, $20. Don't worry about a free copy. If I'm playing it on stream, I'll pay for it. I pay people in money, not experience or exposure. If I want to get your game, I'm paying you in money, you know? $150 for the deluxe? For what? And for what? They have a Hall of Dead Space Marine armor there. Oh, that's cool. Why do they have a Hall of Dead Space Marine armor? How do they get that? Wouldn't those be like relics? Thinking around 5 or 6, I'm gonna go to the fridge because I just got some St. Arnold's. It's a summer shandy, apparently. I went to the corner storium to get some lunch and a little something to drink. So I might crack one when it hits like 5 or 6. Listen, I work from home. I'm self-employed, but I have standards for myself, you know? I know Tryhard's always sad that he can't make it to stream, but it's after work hours. I'm gonna be going till after work hours, so he might be able to drop in for an hour or two. But I think anything I do, I will be making it co-op. Okay, good. Yeah, because that would be funny. That would be fun to play co-op. Like, Lemur King has a whole Viking aesthetic as well. He has that long blonde hair and stuff like that, so I think it'd be funny to get the little Viking looking guy to play a Viking overcooked. Oh, that's an interesting headcanon because ooh, that's spicy. That's spicy with the lore. Playing fast and loose with the lore there. I'm not opposed. It is your headcanon, you know? We love some playing fast and loose. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, the Argenta thing, yep. And Argenta takes another one. Another fell to her charms. And she's such a sweetie, too. Like, terrifying. A sweetie. I don't know if Dark Heresy you can romance the sister, because I do have a Sister of Battle in Dark Heresy. She's, I think, like, more of a canoness, though. She's big and important. Okay. I know I have to be on a call with my lady friends in about 3 hours and 20 minutes. So that's probably going to be about the length of the stream today. Can you romance the Ogren? Whoa, Timo. I don't believe you can. I don't even know if they could fully consent. I don't think they could. Welcome in, welcome in. I will say that most Chaos Marines were dying when they entered the station. Most will just take off the helmet and just talk to them while they die. What do you mean? Wait, I'm not following what the storyline is there, sorry. I think you may have thought something in your head but didn't write it down. I do that all the time. Yeah, I love Sisters. Lilith said the reason she got into 40k. I have been wanting to get a Sisters army. Or at least a facet of my army be Sisters. And maybe have, like, Sisters and Black Templars. I think that'd be a fun list. Having a unit of Sisters with Black Templars. Because they can take them as support. Black Templars can take Sisters. And I just think it would be delightful. And I'd call the list Scary Dog Privilege. And it's like, oh, like the Space Marines are their Scary Dog Privilege? I'm like, I never said that. I never said that. Oh, yeah, there's a mod where you can make Heinrich Spy. I'm not following Toonie, I'm sorry. But I kind of want to make all mermaid Sisters of Battle, and then I'm like, well, what's going to happen if I put them with Black Templars? And then I'm like, hey, what if I made the Black Templars lifeguards? Like Baywatch. I just get a bunch of 3D printed torsos, and they're, like, all in, like, Speedos and shit. You know, why not? No. Yeah, I listen to this too much. This is okay, I guess. I don't know if they have that, because you'd have to write a whole storyline for that, you know what I mean? But, I don't know, maybe there's something on Nexus, or you could create it. But I don't think I've seen it, because I think it would be really hard to make. Because you're basically making another storyline, and how do you program that in with a mod, you know? But I don't know, maybe it'd be easier than I think, because, like, really what is the Romance and Rogue Trader? It's dialogue options that increase in affinity. And then, eventually you can just sleep with them. So, like, unless it's Earliet, I don't think you can sleep with Earliet. But, like, I guess since they have Argenta in her skivvies because of the new augmentation, like, we have all characters now. If we didn't have the model before, which I believe we did, but if we didn't have it before, we now have access to every character in their skivvies. So you could potentially mod that. Yeah, for Rogue Trader specifically, yeah. The Space Marine suits that when the silver threads are in danger, a single scream of agony makes the suits activate to... Oh, so they're like automatons? Like a suit of armor that comes to life, Scooby-Doo style. Very fitting. Yeah, for Rogue Trader, there's a lot of portrait mods. That's just Gen AI portraits. I eventually want to get my favorite Rogue Trader painted by... Like, I want to actually get an artist to do my favorite Rogue Trader that I've played. Space Marines with lightsabers? Yeah, these are supposed to be power weapons, I think. They're sort of akin to power weapons from what Zet said. Because I asked him, like, hey, are these power weapons? And he's like, they're kind of similar. So they're gonna be glowing. Or like as much as I can get them to glow. Without an airbrush. Oh, that's kind of fun. I may edit that part of the lore a bit. Yeah, okay. I mean, there would be... I'm trying to think of how you do it. It'd have to be the machine spirit. Because, like, otherwise, you know, you're dealing with automatons, and the Imperium kind of deals with that. It's a little murky. The automaton thing is murky. Oh, nice. Oh, nice, Lilith. They're named after the person in the suit? Okay. Okay. Space Marine glow up, Slay Queen, one Space Marine to another. Fuck yeah. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of white down. So that way I can make that pop a little bit. And then go back over it with hot pink to get that really bright glow happening. We only need a little bit. We don't need that much. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I wouldn't, like, want you to, you know, start your little mod journey and then be like, oh, fuck, now I'm employed, you know? And not be able to stop in and help out. That's a lot of the mods I've had, is, like, they... If that's what you're talking about, I forget what we were talking about. It might be the actual game. But if we're talking about the mod thing, I've had a lot of mods start, and then they just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Yeah. Yeah, I love the Dark Angels. I think they're cool. I'm a huge Camelot person. I'm actually coming out with a lore tube video on Lionel Johnson soon. So yeah, Dark Angels are sick, dude. Go for it. You have my blessing. Okay, during festivals to hang out as a way to let the silver threads remember the men and women who protected them. Ray is a salamander suit that, as a child, accidentally painted on it. Aww. Oops. The salamander would love that. He'd wear it with pride. This is just to get it a little bit brighter in select areas. There we go. Oh, 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 oh. Another fact of silver threads is that they'll always have chain tattoos on their body in any way they want, but they gotta have it. Okay. The chained one. That's interesting. In a sense, he is chained to the Golden Throne. As well as Heinrich. He's a little bit... That's hot? Joking. Thank you. It is, let me get you the color. It is Fluorescent Pink by Pro Acryl. And I do have a discount code. If you want to get your hands on it, you get 5% off. And you should be able, if you want that discount code, to just hit !socials, and it should get you my entire link tree. If you're interested. Oh, that'd be fun. Lore accuracy be damned. Pink Dark Angels is sick. Honestly, if you wanted to do a lore accurate scheme, pink as like an accent color in certain things would be really good. Even if you wanted to do lore accurate, pink and green go well together. If you wanted just to go hard in the paint and do all pink, my blessing to you. Pink is a great color that is underutilized. You know? Lore accurate my ass, my blessing to you then. Make your Dark Angels pink. A cunty lion. Have you seen that dapper mustache he has? He's cunty. Oh, I forgot that my camera didn't get the focus. Hold on. Yours fit perfectly. There we go. Because I was rewatching my VOD the other day when I was doing the Golden Maple review, and oh boy, that autofocus was being crazy. They gotta slay for the Emperor. They gotta slay for the Emperor, Lilith. You're so right. My blessing to you, sister. Have fun. They take prisoners from the Imperium that did smaller, more petty crimes like stealing food for feeding... Oh, and then they, like, put them among their ranks. I mean, My 1,000 Sons are a beach episode. Oh my god. Now that I think of it, I'm so fucking happy I'm doing the mermaid stream because it gave me an excuse to get, base decorations for My 1,000 Sons. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Like, I have little seashells now. Clouded paints, my life, my soul is yours. Call me in your hour of direst need. I will be there. God bless my little husband. He's making dinner tonight. Because I was like... I was so behind on all of my daily tasks. It's my own fault. I decided to take a light Friday. And so I did not... It's just not looking like I'm going to be able to make dinner. So he's making a little salmon pie. So what I was originally thinking about doing is making like a chicken pot pie, but instead of chicken, it's salmon. And I got some fresh dill for it as well. So he is going to be doing that instead. I should text him and tell him not to forget the fresh dill in the fridge. Yes, that Heinrichs became a criminal in some way is definitely much more than they're supposed to take. My girl just goes, he's part of the Silver Threads now. You cannot destroy a soul that's... Aw, it's cute. Okay. Ooh. Well, is there any crime in particular that they judge particularly harshly? That she'd just be like, nope, he's mine. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, like, if it wasn't, you know, like, he could have maybe, like, if they particularly value honor, you know, maybe having crime they think isn't honorable. Like, for instance, like, in Rogue Trader, it is confirmed that he's poisoned somebody before. So is it because they are a melee-focused group that probably cares a lot about honor? Do you think that they would be upset with somebody for maybe if he was like he was a ganger or something like that and had to dispatch an opposing ganger or something like that and used poison? Would that be something that they would abhor? You know? Because that's confirmed in the lore that he's done that as an inquisitor. So you could just easily switch it, you know? Salamanders. Yeah, I would think so. But I don't think Looney Tooney wants to make her bow that. Hello, geese. Certainly they would. Certainly they'd hate that shit. Look at the followers, by the way, geese. We're getting closer. Are you seeing? Mm, 12 more. I know. 12? Is it really 12? No, it's not 12. It would be 18, I think. Yeah. You got your numbers mixed up. My head hurts. I had some cold brew, but I need to lock the fuck in is what I need. Lilith. Yeah. I'll bet, like, I was like, oh, okay, I think I knew what happened. You know, like, you saw that we were at 182, or 982, and you're like, oh, and you just saw the 2, and you flipped it out for the 8. In your head, accidentally. I've done the same thing before. Yeah. I've done the exact same thing several times. It's actually more common for me to do that when I'm doing mental math than actually get the answer right. Whammon, am I right? You'd have to kill one of their elders who are over 100 plus years old. Okay. They would be upset with poisoning someone, but it would have to be difficult to poison them for them to be upset. So it's not something that'd be like, no, we don't want him in our ranks because it's a dishonorable kill. You don't think that they'd have a problem with that? Without evidence of why he did it with justification. I guess maybe, like, if they're also Lilith, so. If they are, like, an honorable melee sort of group, maybe they would be upset with it because if there was a chance to have brought justice or something with more honorable means and he didn't take it, then they might be upset with that, potentially. If you wanted to follow that thread and make it something that maybe he didn't hurt one of their members specifically, but they don't approve of him basically using underhanded means where there is honor on the table. Okay. In November, we're gonna meet. Okay, nice. Okay, you want to make her a little gift. Does she play Tiefling? I think that would be a great gift. I'm guessing she plays a Tiefling in D&D. But what if I Princess Bride the person and poisoned both cups? Both of them were poisoned. All along. You've fallen into a classic blunder. Okay, she wanted to play D&D. Do you know if she wants to play Tiefling specifically? Search YouTube how to poison 3D art games, and all that comes up is how to use AI for assets. Yeah, I can go with that. Yeah, it's just something that I think would be probably the most likely scenario. With this type of society that you've described, I'm feeling like that might be the answer. Try it on for size. Cunty Diva Tiefling? Fuck yeah. Yeah, I think any handmade gift is a really sweet gesture. I mean, like, I prefer my gifts to have as much thought and effort into them as possible, and sometimes that means that people make them. I think that's a fine gift. Do you also know her favorite colors? Morticia, female Mortarian. Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Geese says it right. I remember when you guys were still talking. When you were nervous about asking him, what are we? I was just like, just fucking go for it, dog. Black, red, purple. That's a strong color combination, too. That's gonna look good with a cunty tiefling. I don't think that taking him from having a lawful trial all because he would speak against... Wait. I know what she did would be in terms of going against the laws of their people to keep him safe. Another idea is that they just don't think that taking him in from having a lawful trial all because he wouldn't speak against the council. I think you might be jumping some lore steps here. We went to the con, he took me to... He left me for a few minutes and I impulse bought an MTG deck? Okay, he left you a little too long. He should have known better. You know, when you don't have a joint bank account... Hey, Morty. Why are you crying? Oh, the seller had a convincing argument. I have MTG for sale. Yep. They always know what to say, you know? They always know the best words. I got you, girl. Don't worry about it. Also, nerds, get excited. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing mermaids on stream with a couple other Warhammer girlies. We're going to be painting girly pop space marines. And they're going to be themed after the H2O animated series mermaids. They're always playing my financial downfall with stuff like I'm hungry, so I'm hungry too, and now I want a kebab. Yep. You bought Battletech during Amazon Day? Nice. If I have a shared bank account with my partner, they can do whatever it makes them happy. I mean, like, the thing is that, you know, if you have a budget, right, you know, you need to keep each other accountable to the budget. That's just being an adult, right? Unless you have infinite funds, which none of us, except maybe if Jeff Bezos is watching, do. Like, no amount of purchase for Jeff Bezos is too much, really. But, you know, like, if there's a monthly budget for me and Lemur King, I can't get as many books as I want sometimes. Because we have to make sure that we're spending within our means. Play MTG and Warhammer, even in debt, I still serve. Magic the Gathering. That's what MTG stands for. Jeff Bezos, yep. Jeff Bezos. Oh, I'd love to share. And the Hobbit release coming out soon. Oh, is it? What kind of cards are there? Are they doing anything new with mechanics? Do we know yet? Oh no. Misery does love company. Don't listen to geese. No, thanks. When they get to the station, she does teach him about the silver threads and what they remembered. He pays back with his own knowledge. He's able to give up, including his own planet that they didn't know of. Oh, nice. The Elvish text ones are really cool. Oh my god, they have some with Elvish text? Shit. Smog? Oh. Okay, the One Ring is getting remade. Okay. Amethyst starting to crack? What do you mean? I wonder if Tolkien knew that so in German when he was writing Sauron. He might. I am a little tired, geese. Buy a premium bundle with me? No. I'm stronger than that. I can stand up against your temptation. I could bring the ring to Mordor. You are the ring. You're tempting me with magic. And I could withstand it. I'm clearly not strong enough looking at the table. What do you mean? Oh no, this is a commission. These aren't mine. I'm just holding them for a friend. Everybody's talking about the One Ring, but nobody talks about the Two Ring. What's with the Two Ring? One Ring, Two Ring, Red Ring, Blue Ring? What AU I have them in? The thing he's always shocked by is the fact that weddings and funerals are always colorful. Oh, that's cool. This is the same as I snatched new mechanics models. Now these are for Zetrov Relic. Frequenter and friend of the channel. What's up, Jinja? I said hi to your daughter a little while ago. She stopped in. The whole family apparently watches my stream. Sick. Yeah. Another Godzilla girly. There you are. Hey, Gingy. Another Godzilla girly. I'm trying to put her on Godzilla 2000 right now. It's only the best one ever made. It's just very nostalgic for me. So, like, that and Godzilla Final War, I watched them probably a dozen times growing up. So. There are Godzilla cards. I have a couple. I believe I have a couple. Yeah. I forget which ones I got, but I think I do have a couple of them. No deck? No. No, I was gonna start a deck, and then I got out of Magic. Right as I was thinking about starting a Godzilla deck, I got out of the game. Oh, nice. She was painting it last night. We had, oh, nice. A 10-foot tall, or 10-inch tall, sorry. Getting my little things mixed up. I'm like, I want to paint a 10-foot tall Godzilla. No, it's 10 inches. I'm just silly. Yeah, that's inch. 10-inch. Is the 10-foot tall one next, though? You got this. Stay locked in, Looney Tunes. No, it's 1 and 2. Foot is a comma or no, an apostrophe, and inches are quotation marks. Ah, nice, Timo. It's a real knee slapper there. We love a good Tarantino joke in here. Body once told me... Where's Mina when you need her? I put that girl onto a new game. She's playing Road to Empress now. She's a little schemer. Oh, right. I put some yellow on the other one, so I'm gonna have to put yellow on here. Oh, okay, cute headcanon. Speaking of Tarantino, I remember Sabrina the Teenage Witch when I was a kid, and there was a small spider that was a movie director called Quentin Tarantolino. Nice. Did he show where a lot of his movies did it show little spider claws on there? That's a foot joke. Because Quentin Tarantino puts a lot of feet in his movies. Everybody's like, we know what you're doing. Come off of it. Fall in love with it once you see the results? I mean, maybe. I will have to do it at some point because my demon project will have to have it. You remember him shouting a lot? Okay. Ooh, 3 minis. Nice. Body once asked me to spare some change because I need to get to this place. Oh, my head kind of hurts, guys. Well, you start coming and they don't stop 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 coming. It's like 5:15. I can probably get something to drink. Your pile of shame is shrimping? Shrimp? Oh, like shrinking? Okay. But now we want shrimp. Anything you use seafood if you water it enough? This Saturday, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna actually make it to my spin class. Last Saturday, the last one I signed up for, I didn't wake up in time. This time, I'm gonna wake up at 8 tomorrow, and I'm going to my cycling class. It's gonna happen. By God. Copper gold is looking really good. Nice, especially on the shoulders with the blue trim. Thank you. Yeah, this is supposed to be the Scooby-Doo themed ones. That are themed actually after Scooby, so that was to show, like, oh, that's his collar. Mate for life in a way, and I won't ever get till after the Drukari city, then he just is happy to see her. And that's his awakening line. She's desire. She's who I want to see for the rest of my life and hers. That's sweet. How is my French coming along? It's coming along okay. I've been staying somewhat on top of it. I could be better about it. 7 Plague Marines, 3 Deathstraw Terminators, Lord of Virulence, Tallyman, Biologus Purifier, and the Great Unclean One left. That's a lot left. Good luck. You've got this. I need to get a Mutalith Vortex Beast. I still do not have a Mutalith Vortex Beast, and I need one for my army. Not even walk the dog. The dog doesn't even want to go. I don't need to pee that bad, dude. Maybe you could teach him to actually go pee like a person, you know? Like, he doesn't need to be taken out anymore. He simply uses the humble baño in the house. What are you doing? Why do your feet hurt? Going to piss in the toilet? The one that's twice his size? Hold him over it. You telling me you can't hold a little dog over the... like, just hover him? Apparently you can train some whippets and some dogs to use litter boxes. Like little, like smaller dogs can be trained to use litter boxes. I was summoned recently to jury duty, and I really don't want to go. They have you call the day before to see if they still need you, and I'm really hoping they're like, oh yeah, don't bother. We got everyone we need. And, oh, thank God. I don't like how that looks. Because I don't want to be on a jury. It's 8:15 in the morning, man. I don't want to go to the courthouse that early. You can train cats to use toilets. There's so many people that post videos of their cat using the toilet, and I'm like, no thanks. Ew. Only trick he knows is high fives. My mom apparently taught it. Oh, nice. I go to courtrooms when I'm bored sometimes. Really? No, it's just that it's 8:15 in the fucking morning. Objection, Your Honor. Oh, a car wash attendant? Oh, I see. I was curious. You said something about cars and then your feet hurting, and I'm like, huh? Good night, Timo. Thanks for stopping in. It's kind of fun sometimes. I went with friends once. Oh, that's kind of fun. But it is so early in the morning, and I don't want to be going to the courthouse that's like 20, 30 minutes away at 8:15 in the fucking morning. No, thank you. I mean, for a while, like a little amethyst lore, I was thinking about pursuing a career as a lawyer. For like a couple years, I was looking into what it would take to be a lawyer. So there is a near possible universe where I was a lawyer. Where I am a lawyer. I was thinking like, oh, do I want to do criminal law? And then that just seemed too stressful. I didn't want to do criminal law. And then I'm like, well, I could just do estate law. And like all you do is you help people with their last will and testament. You make sure everything's in order, and then you read the will. You get paid, it's steady work, it's pretty low key. It's not anything like super, super stressful. Oh, someone going 40 miles an hour. Okay, got you. Yeah. And it's nice, steady work. And it seemed it would probably be pretty rewarding, right? You're making sure that people at the end of their lives they feel like everything's gonna be okay. That seemed really rewarding. So like For a while I was thinking about doing something like estate planning and things like that. But I ended up not going into it. Because law school sounded like, ugh, you know? Especially notary for basic things these days, funerals, houses, acquisition, yeah. Yeah, so it's steady work. It's steady, good paying work. But I would have to go to law school, I'd have to do all of that. And it just seemed like way more of my life I was willing to give, way more of my life that I'd need to give to my education than I was willing to. Because that's another. I mean, it is like getting a PhD. It's a long time you're going to be in law school. And I was just like, I don't want to be in school that long. And so I ended up not going into law. But I was thinking about it and becoming like an estate planner. Like a notary. I mean, it is handy having a notary in the family, too. So even if I never went into it, being like, oh, thank God we have a notary in the family. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, can I borrow you for something? Yeah, sure. I recently learned that Horus Heresy Legions, the stupid little TCG gotcha game that I played, is dying officially. And now everybody's pulling rare Primarchs, and I'm like, oh, god damn it. Because I was always chasing the dragon that was Magnus. I wanted to get a Magnus card, but it's just like I'm not willing to grind to get the gems needed to buy him when he's on sale, and I also don't want to just buy him outright with a microtransaction. So now everybody's pulling fucking Primarchs, and I'm like, god damn it. So we got a Rogaldorn the other day, and I'm like, fun fact, that was the use of, pulls degree from under computer mouse. I am a notary. That's what you use your diploma for? Mine is still in its case. I have not framed it. And my husband just got his master's degree. And it's on the fridge. We put it on the fridge with magnets. Uncovered. Completely uncovered in the kitchen. I need to get it a little frame. I can't keep doing this and pretending it's okay. Hey, Quack, what's up? Yeah, sure. Post it in Show and Tell Minis on the Discord. You need a mod? Why? Do you need the Discord? Oh, well, what's on it? I'm a one-woman show here, dude. All of my mods fucking scatter half the time. I don't really have any mods. Yeah, but like, why wouldn't it be safe? Is there something that's not safe for work? I do have a not safe for work channel on the Discord. Yeah, there also, if it's like not safe for work, put it in the not safe for work channel. That's what it's for. Exclamation point Discord. Oh my god. And remember to say please, Quack. Link me the Discord, please. Could you please link me the Discord? Please and thank you. Goes a long way. What hats don't you have? I don't have doctor. I have a master's degree. I'm not a doctor. I do not have a PhD. So technically that. No. No. I only have a master's degree. Nope. My husband's getting a PhD right now in physics. You might be getting me mixed up with Lemur King. He's getting a PhD. I'm also a tutor. Part-time. So that's a hat I wear, I guess. It's tutor. A couple different ones. Right now I'm tutoring like interview skills of somebody because they're going to be doing job interviews soon and it's a bit of a weak point for them. So it's like that interpersonal thing. And I have a gig now as an art tutor. And yeah. So you have rates anywhere? I am on varsity, but why? Do you need a tutor for something? Oh, the job interview part? Okay. Do you need that? I don't know if it's different in France. A microwave of cars, and now my feet are throbbing. Oh no. In the rare occasion I get an interview proposition. Yeah, I mean, if you want to hire me specifically, for that, I guess DM me on Instagram or something. I'll get back to you. Because, like, I try to keep varsity and this separate. You've got this. Lock in. Oh, yeah? Why? I thought you had a good degree. Are they not hiring for your kind of position? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's oversaturated. Good luck. That's always sucks when your market's like oversaturated like that. But yeah, I do have rates. For tutoring different things. Yeah, that costs more than seniors' yearly pay. Yeah, and that aren't doing as good of a job. Won't even do well at it. Ariana Grande is so fucking cool. She's so gorgeous. I'm so mad. Okay. I'm gonna go, not just saying impossible to find a job, just saying everyone who found an internship knew a guy who knew a guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's an overflooded market in a time where things are starting to change very drastically. I would imagine it would be almost like an overnight thing that it seems to just change. I'll be right back though, because it is 5:30, and I'm gonna get a little drinky drink. I'll be right back. So quick, I won't even put Francois on the chair. Sorry, Francois. I am back. I got a St. Arnold citrus shandy. I told my friends I'm ready to work for Diet Coke and a sandwich at this point. Fair, dude. Okay. Cheers. Oh, that's really good. Wow. That's good. Shit. It tastes like orange. That's good. I cooked with that. I was just at the grocery store, like, getting lunch because I'm like, we're out of food, basically. We're not. It's a first world problem thing. But, like, you know, I'm like, I kind of want to get some lunch. And I'm like, do you want anything while I'm out? And Lemur King was like, yeah, you can just give me a 6-pack of whatever. And I'm like, okay. And so I pick up this because I know St. Arnold's good. It also is based in Texas, I believe. And, like, it tastes like orange. It's good. It's actually a really good one. I'm shocked. It's only like $8 for a 6-pack. Shocked. That's good. Is it an IPA? What is this? It's a shandy, right. Lemon and grapefruit. Summer shandy. You got gum? Nice. Yeah, it's like 5:30, so I figure I'll just pop a drink. Because, like, I got started so late, and I'm like, I don't want to be working right now. I want to be chilling. Because I usually am at the gym or chilling if I worked out in the morning. And I'm like, I don't want to be working. So I'm just cracking a beer talking to you guys like I'm, you know, like we're hanging out with a couple brewskis, you know? It's great. Yeah, there's AC at the gyms. I would be shocked if your gym didn't have AC. Okay. Trouble. Okay, I'm going to do their eye lenses. Because I think their eye lenses, we could do something kind of fun, like pink. It's in a garage, so there's not much AC there. Okay, I got you. But yeah, the gym I go to has AC. And now that I'm making a good amount as a tutor, we might have a second gym membership soon at a jiu-jitsu gym. Because my husband and I got him hooked on jiu-jitsu. I was like, why don't we try it? And he's like, okay. So, because I used to love it, and now we're actually going. And he's like, I love it. Thank you so much. And I'm like, yeah, not a problem, man. So now that I'm making more money as a tutor, we can get another gym membership. Because, like, those gym memberships are expensive. It's something that you really have to budget for if you are wanting to do jujitsu or some sort of specialized sport like that. It's expensive to go to a jujitsu gym. I think it might be like $100 a month or something. BJJ, grappling, kissing the boys, not necessarily in that order. And, you know, like, sometimes grappling the boys, give them a little kiss is how it needs to be done, you know? I ended up sparring with another girl that was roughly my same size, and it's so funny seeing the guys versus the girls sparring at an jujitsu gym, because the girls are giggling and having fun, and you know the boys are like getting all like just trying to throw each other, and the girls are like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm so sorry, I cut your hair," and it's like, "No, it's fine. What's a few strands?" Just giggling. But letting me work part time? Yeah, I mean, if you're there a lot, they know you. I don't see why they wouldn't say yes. I'm this close to asking one of my buddies to let me work part time at the LGS. Oof. It's consistent income, you know, part time job. You get a little something. Girl, we were just doing light sweeps because we were both tired, and the other guy, I remember him hitting a suplex on me. God damn. Like, there was communication while we were sparring. It was like, you know, like, we were trying to get a choke or whatever, and it's like, you know, oh, I think you just need to go a little bit to the left or something like that. Like, I was, like, we were just giving each other, like, constant feedback like that. It was nice. The coach wasn't looking nice. You've got this, Looney Tooney. I believe in you. Stay locked in, Diva. Lock in. We're all cheering for you. It's important that you continue the tradition. Pick a random white belt, make them a personal project, but only teach them heel hooks and triangle choke. When a blue belt claims you as their pet. And release them at the local beginner tourney. Like, release, like, rewilding animals. It's gonna be like rewilding an animal. She's one of the black belts at Helsing classes. She went to do a back kick, and I went, oh, a bit too much accidentally. It was still high enough. Oh, poor girl. Yeah, I got the wind knocked out of me. Ooh. Looney Tooney. Looney Tooney, you know we have a channel for art in the Discord, right? We have a channel. If you want to drop the fucking sauce. Slamming someone down is legal too. Yeah, smothering is legal. You can smother an opponent in jiu-jitsu. It's not illegal to do that. But yeah, when I was doing taekwondo, I used to do taekwondo when I was in high school. I was there for like a year. And like I got the wind knocked out of me because someone slammed a solid kick right into my ribs. Right? Like right into my solar plexus. And I was seeing stars for a minute. I had to hold on. Girl, share the fucking sauce. Also, if you're not on Tumblr, you need to be on Tumblr if you like your fan art. If you're not on Tumblr yet, you need to be. That's where I get all the best fan art. Oh, okay. So do you draw your own stuff then? Oh my god. Okay. Lock in. Okay. Can you lock the fuck in question? My love is tragedy. I owe you my remedy. My love, insanity. Exclamation point Discord in the chat. We'll get you the link. What other devious things could you teach them? There's a certain submission that I know. That's really good. I did sprain my ankle real bad when I was doing a side jump kick. Yeah, that would be about right. Oh, nice. Do you have a Tumblr, Looney Toony? What should their tabard be? I don't want to go brown. We could go blue for the tabard. It's just one dude with a little loincloth. I mean, you can always develop a certain style that doesn't need realism. I like non-realistic pictures for fan art just as much as I like realistic. If you don't like doing realistic stuff, just go non-realistic. It's not a huge deal. Let me look at an actual picture of Scooby-Doo. Because we could go, like, brown with, like, a spot, but, like, I don't know. It could be too monochrome. Then again, he's not super... Because if I go brown, there's really no place to go from there. We could go brown with black spots. Because this is the Scooby unit. Okay, so in some pictures, he's like a red-brown. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. The eyeballs. Ooh. Fuck! You sent eyeballs? Hey, what's up, Mina? Fuck. Oh my god! Thank you. I'm gonna die over here. I don't know. Should I be scared, Mina? Fuck shit! Oh, motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker. Thank you, Gingy. It's art eyeballs. You're not actually sending me eyeballs? There is reported in the medieval period. It was reported. Who knows how true it is, but that a knight after a siege or something like that, he had a lover. He had someone he was interested in. And it's not safe anymore. What do you mean? There is a knight who ended up taking the life of one of his rivals. And as a gift to his lover, he sent their manly bits to her as a gift. Yeah, that's a story I heard. Sending immortal eyeballs in real life. Did that to a friend of mine. It was distasteful. What? So the first recorded dick pic? I mean, it wasn't technically a picture. It was an actual set. It was a full set. GW has come out with Exodite minis. Have they? Was it my fault it arrived on Halloween? Our knight was a real fuckboy. It was someone else's genitals, not his. Elves on dinosaurs before we got updated the fact mini. Are you complaining though? Elves on dinosaurs? That's pretty sick. I think that's right up your alley. Yesterday, I'll make the great escape. They look cool. I'm gonna have to look them up. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Like a red-brown. Oh, is it just oh, but it's the kill team. Big reveal? Okay. I think I just saw something about kill team. Oh yeah, they're on kill team. Okay. I think. Oh, that's what I was seeing this morning. I see. They're pretty sick, though. Yeah, it's a kill team. Okay. So they're releasing a new kill team. Yeah. Do we know the knight's name? I'd have to look it up again. It was in a footnote of a book I read. From Richard W. Copper. So if you want to look up someone who is a medievalist, he's extremely negative about chivalry in the Middle Ages. But I think his opinions are well educated. I'm okay with someone being negative as long as I feel like they've done their research. Like if I ask you, well, why do you think that the people of the medieval era were brutish, and they say because of the Iron Maiden, I'm gonna laugh in your face. What if it's just his name Brad or Chad or something? Yeah, probably. Sniper elf on a dinosaur is pretty neat, though, I won't lie. That is really sick. You have to admit that it's pretty sick. Ooh, nice. Multiple art forms. We love it. We will make the hilts of these guys like a red-brown. Geese, are you trying to trigger me right now? The Victorians would never fabricate things. Truly. I mean, if you think that the Victorians made up the Iron Maiden, I mean, wake up, sheeple. What, just because reputable historians say that the Iron Maiden was a Victorian invention to drive sales at carnival shops, are you really gonna believe what the historians say over me, a Chad internet memer who just like who saw an Iron Maiden in a torture museum? Did people actually buy that back in the day? I mean, the thing is that, okay, so it takes a lot of effort to educate people about history. And like it actually takes a lot of effort to do that. And so a lot of misconceptions can happen because what tended, okay, little history lesson here. So during the Enlightenment period, there was a whole rise in the idea that they are the intellectual period, that the periods before them were barbaric and dark and blah, 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 blah. That's kind of how we get the Dark Ages and stuff like that. And it's essentially Enlightenment propaganda. I'm sure there are other factors in there that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head that sort of lead to this misconception of the Middle Ages as a time. Certainly there were like really creative punishments and things that people came up with. But, if you listen to John Kiriakou, you will know that we are no different. It's not particularly barbaric because we just hide our barbarity, right? That's my position, at least, is that we're not actually better than them or anybody throughout history. We just like to hide it better. And that kind of came about during, I think, like the Enlightenment-ish eras, where it's just like, no, you have to be like above that because you're an intellectual, right? And so coming into the Victorian era, there is a big push for, and it's the age of science in that time. It's in full swing. The age of science is in full swing. So, of course, they're going to try to make previous time periods look barbaric and unenlightened and stupid. And so then they make up things like the Iron Maiden, because a lot of these sorts of ideas about the Middle Ages are coming into people's heads. To write long ass messages, we're gonna disagree on this. Yeah, I mean, like, I just think that we hide our barbarity very well, but I don't think humans have fundamentally gotten better. Shits and giggles test. Nice. Could we do the same? Make up an invention made in the Victorian era that makes them look. Yeah, we could absolutely do that. I'm leagues better than any Victorian. Has any of them doom scrolled until 3 a.m.? I think not. But I mean, in a nutshell, like, the Victorians did make up a bunch of that stuff to make themselves look better, in a sense, and because I mean, the reason why we think that things are the case, or like the reason why source made it the fuck up. I mean, think about it. Like, even today, right? It doesn't matter if the story is true. If it's gruesome enough, people are gonna believe it, and that's sort of what they were writing on. I mean, just the fact that, you know, there is a whole industry made to, you know, like, there is a whole dark side of like things like CIA operations. If you want to look into that, which I don't recommend, it's very disturbing. You know, like, we're just as bad. And the reason why I kind of take this stance in a way is because it's like, you never want to let your guard down and say that you are a better society, because you're not. Your cruelty and your barbarity as a society will change throughout time, but, or maybe you get better at hiding it. But yeah, that's kind of where the idea of, like, the Iron Maiden came around. Of course, there was a whole like, fascination with the medieval period as well around that time, because there was a revival of what they thought chivalry was, um in response to, like, a changing world. um you know, there's sort of that return to an English masculinity around the time of the Victorian era, around the time of the Enlightenment, especially in the UK. There was like a, we need to return to our masculine knightly origins, and so they started thinking more about the medieval period, and they started making things up about the medieval period, including the Iron Maiden, and a lot of the more creative shit that you see in, like, a, you know, an old school torture museum is not actually a thing. It never was. And it's also the reason why we get a lot of a really big flood of fake weapons, because, like, everybody wanted to have a real medieval weapon, like a sword or something like that, in their home to display, and usually they were replicas. 5 more minutes, let's go. I need to minimize this because there's a little mini music video playing, and I just keep staring at it. You did think more on the trio ideas? Okay. Yeah, let's mix in a little bit of Cadian flesh tone into the red brick. I just need to make it to the end of this battery pack, and then I'll switch to a project I actually want to do. But I need to make some progress on these guys today before I finally just give in. 116, but they were split up because they were covering ground. Okay. So the trio was what again? Oh, nice. Let me just finish this up. Sorry. You guys aren't gonna see it, but I just want to get it now that I have the actual paint made. I don't want to have to go back and redo it. I think tonight, when I'm not streaming or checking in with the girls, I am going to be playing Rogue Trader again. I got some cold brew in my system, so... Okay. I actually got a little bit of caffeine before I started stream. Alright. Oh, right. Oh, Heinrichs is left out. Okay. And if you could only let it be. I gave him a whole, like, arm. Augmetic arm in-game. I'm not as big of a fan of that. Like, that he has a whole arm, basically. Like, the augmetics do look gnarly. Who wouldn't trade an arm? It just doesn't look good to me. The augmetic arm. Unless he legitimately lost it in a, like, if he had lost it in a battle or something, like my headcanon. But just being like, no, I'm just gonna put an augmetic in to operate better. I don't know. Like, I think it's like, if it's just like a battle scar, that's fucking awesome. But like, I just put it on him. It's part of his equipment. It just doesn't feel the same. If we had the tech, I'd become a tech priest so fast. So when they're found on Janus, Heinrichs goes, this is where you were. Oh, speaking of tech priests, I went and did a little bit of, Aogun's new, part of the campaign. And I'm like, he's operating on some people or something like that, and it's just like, oh, I can merge them together and they can be super productive, and I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that. I am curious if he's like, who should take priority in this body, like what the dialogue tree lets you do, but I have not picked that option. If I'm going heretic at some point, I'll do that. Oh, dude, yeah. Whenever I'm like firing anything up, I'm like, please work, please work, please work. I'm like putting like incense on it, like an omniscient thing. Yeah. Ugh. Just doing some stretches before I switch out the camera battery. Cause then we work on Aramon. Printers? You're always out of magenta, too. They're evil? I don't know much about printer software. I just know they're always out of magenta. Like, that's the meme, is that it's out of magenta. Why do you need magenta? I'm printing in black. Smelling good. My husband's making dinner and it smells good. He's making a salmon pot pie. I was wanting to do that, but, like, it was too late. And it's like, I would rather just not have to worry about making dinner tonight. But I low-key be liking to make pies. I should low-key make a pie at some point. I low-key be making pies. Maybe I'll get some more pie crust and do a sweet potato pie. Because we have extra sweet potatoes. He's used to their chaos, he works around it. To the point it's effective to others as well. Marketing personnel loves their printers, has a bunch of Apple products, whereas the dev, yeah, an old laptop for 2016, an HP printer and a gun in case the printer makes a noise he doesn't like. Yeah. Yep. I mean, like, I just don't work with tech very well, and I know that about myself. I just don't always get it, so I try to be as low-tech as possible. I was happier before starting in tech. Yeah, like, my husband is my IT as well, and, like, I haven't set a lot. Like, I can set up OBS. Like, I can work programs. But, like, when it starts going haywire, I need to call in support. And I mean, like, if anything starts going kind of wrong, I'm like, uh-oh. I am not equipped to deal with this. Okay, we need to work on pigment entry. And he just sends a text or a note to you. Yeah, the thing is that he doesn't always see his texts. He's not very good at looking at his text messages sometimes. I'm not either. I'm not casting any shade on him because I am worse. I will leave people for days on red because I'm like, I could have sworn I responded to you. I will always apologize profusely as well. Amber Alert style then, just a loud siren. I was woken up in the middle of the night by a flash flood warning the other week, and I could not sleep after that. It was so fucking bad. Oh, right, I put all of his other stuff over there. Okay, let's get some of the stuff under his robes done. Because that's why I actually can't put his robes on. One for the writer, he has to write twice, and the third is the one that proofreads it 6 times. Wow. That's an inefficient working environment. But I'm glad it's working for them. A phone ringing or Gen AI? Yeah. Yeah, like, I don't have my phone on... I have my phone on vibrate. And it drives Lemur King up the wall because I'm constantly looking for my phone, and it's not like he can call it. Because there is no ring on it. Because I'm like, I can't stand it. I can't stand hearing it ring. Oh, fuck, I should have gotten milk. Oh, damn it, damn it. I knew I was forgetting something at the store today. He's gonna be out of milk. Like, way out of milk. Shit. Yeah, let's make this normal leather. Gotta listen to music and pace? Okay, I got you. Gotta switch what you're doing to keep yourself occupied. Hey, Zed. Oh, we were just working on your boys. Hold on. I'll let you see some of them. Because I want to get your mark of approval on the power weapon type of stuff. Hey, Blades81. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Let me give you a shout out. I don't think I've seen you in the category before. Welcome in, everybody. Your boy Heavy. Blades sent us. Hello. Hold on. Quantum Reveries. Welcome in. Welcome in. My name's Amethyst. I normally paint models. This is for a competition piece right here. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out, Blades. I don't think I've seen you before. Are you new to the category? There you go. There's your shout out. Yeah, boot up your brain. Okay, so these are your power weapon guys. Here's that. They're sort of like power weapons. Oops, not that one. I think you said that they were akin to power weapons. So I'm getting started on the power weapons today. I got started on them. Those are your boys so far with their power weapons. I'm going to do a little bit more OSL work as the days go by. But I'm doing a pink power weapon thing. And I'm thinking, with your blessing, you can tell me no, because I'm honestly on the fence about this, of making their eye lenses like purple or pink. And I don't know how you feel about that. So let me know. Well, welcome in, Blades. It's good to see you. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for trusting me with your lemurs. If you need a raid and run, I understand. We don't take care of ourselves when we stream. If you want to stay and hang, we have lots of trees to sunbathe in. What were you working on today? How was your stream? How is your chat? Any fun stories? Any ups, highs, lows? All of that. I should get a one-day ticket for my husband to Pigment, because they have one-day tickets available, so he can just see my thing in the case. Finished a long rest from Reaper and started writing a bee. Oh shit. Where's Haley Snaley? She should be here right now. She has a bee night. So, okay. So you're working on some Reaper miniatures then. I really like their miniatures. I got a dragon miniature that eventually, if I go to ReaperCon, I am going to submit to their painting competition. But right now I'm trying to do Pigment, and I am trying to do Golden Demon, and so I just don't have time for another competition paint. Then again, ReaperCon's probably going to be in like in a year or so. The bees have been fun. I love bees. Anytime a bee comes into my garden, I'm just so happy. Well, I'm glad to hear it's a productive stream, or at least fun. But yeah, I'm Amethyst. I normally paint models, which is what you're catching me doing. Like the purple idea, also maybe a little bit more white highlights. Yeah. There's still, like, that OSL's still developing a little bit, so I'm gonna get around to that. But I needed, just because dopamine's low, to go to my pigment entry. And I know pigment's coming up quick. Okay, I don't know what color I want the feathers to be on his belt. You have like 6 to paint. Yeah, Reaper has some good ones. I think my D&D model might be Reaper. I think purple, I think I might have too much purple in the model. I know, isn't that heresy? You kind of like the pink? Nice, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be like a pinkish purple, sort of like your Dreadnought. All the OSL, I think, is gonna be pinkish purple. Just to keep a central theme. You want the plasma and the OSL to be like roughly the same colors for a cohesive army, because that's a really big effect. Okay. I'm thinking maybe green for the feathers. What do you guys think? Because there's some green in some of these areas. There's a little bit of green. So maybe I could do green feathers. That could be fun. And like a dark blue gun handle. Thank you, Zat. Thank you for stopping in and giving your opinion. It's always nice having like my clients watch my stream, because I can be like, hey, can I run something by you really quick? It's really nice when they stop in. But yeah, this guy is due on the 10th, which is coming up really quick. If you guys haven't noticed, the 10th of July is coming up soon. So I need to get a wiggle on. Faceman, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Lemur Gang. You may have one of these mangoes. May or may not come with a flesh change. I also do have a follower goal on here. When we get to 1,000, I will be painting a fully non-metallic metal Dante. We get to 1,000 first. For next month? What's going on next month? Oh, that's a claw. Okay. Oh, when you're closer to 30. Okay, so it's your birthday next month. Okay, so July 26th-ish. Yeah? I might shade that with Druku Violet and then highlight it with greens. Okay. Let's do a yellow ochre for claws and bones. And then we'll highlight it more and more. Where's my yellow ochre? I'm looking for it. I think that's Palomino Gold. I think this is yellow ochre. Is that even what bone looks like? Add 3 days. Okay, so July 29th? Yeah, July 29th. It's a little bit too yellow. Let's add a little bit of this brown. Okay, so July 29th. Okay. Is your birthday. Nice. Yeah, it's coming up. I am turning 28 in a month. It's exactly 1 month before yours. That's interesting. I've shared a birthday with 2 friends before. One that I made in middle school and one that I made recently. We share a birthday. One of them was to the year. Within 5 hours, I think. And the other one is, she's a year older than me. I just need to start hunting down July birthdays for friends. They tend to work. Just another egret. Give you my dirty little secret. One know you'll be just another egret. Ooh, I know what I want to listen to. I know what I want to listen to. Go away. Oh my god. Che, we can't listen to this many songs. She's crazy. Just another egret. Chirp chirp. Welcome in, Rathmore. Have you been here before? You have a name that's similar to someone who's been in here before. Oh my god. How many hours of music do we have on this playlist now? Mostly from Che. 11 hours. Che, we can't listen to that much music on Saturday. Nice to meet you too. Welcome in. Welcome in. Need to add a reminder on your phone to remind you that it's your cousin's birthday in July since you always forget. Yeah. I always get my dad and my sister's birthday mixed up because the dates sound very similar. Yes, this is Aramon. I will show you his cape here. Also, what brought you in today? Were you searching through the category? I'm always curious how you guys find me. There is this cape. He is for competition that I'm entering in July. July 10th. Which isn't that far from now. You just jumping around? I got you. Okay, if we're doing true metallics, we're going to need to coat all of this. The Galaxy Cape looks good. Thank you. I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous that people are going to think it's gimmicky. But the blends look nice. So yeah, it's an effect. It's bold. But it's like not necessarily gimmicky because I have the technique right. You know? There's always that balance. Like, it doesn't have to be boring to look like a competition piece. I'm trying to tell myself that. It doesn't have to be basic or, you know, like what they've seen before. You can have weird shit on it, like Galaxy. And it's fine. Oh, man. MSI, it's been so... Oh, yeah! My friends turned me on to this song. Are there any others that I like from them? Yeah, I remember the Ancient Tomes when I was in high school. I'm glad somebody knew who they were. I don't see a lot of people who know this band. And I don't know much from them, I will admit. But I know a little bit. I know like 1 or 2 songs. Yeah, they certainly qualify. Yeah, if it suits the model, it's not a gimmick. Yeah, and Evil Space Wizards. Yeah. And people love this. People are in love with this cloak on Instagram and TikTok. It's received a lot of good attention, so that's a good sign. The new sound, okay. Is that one of your favorites? And this is from Sailor Moon, because I need to pick me up. I was doing abs yesterday, like an ab roller at the gym, to this song because I'm like, I need happy anime music while I'm about to just lose the will to live, you know? That's how it is sometimes. Oh, called the Capricorns, just a similar period of time, long forgotten memories. Okay, I got you. I do the same thing sometimes, yeah. Whenever I'm going till failure on any exercise, I just have, like, Sailor Moon or something like that, just to ignore the fact that I'm in a lot of pain. Oh my god. Che, what the fuck, girl? I'm looking at this, and it's 11 hours of music. Only added by, like, one person. And I am shooketh. How? How do you have this many songs? Dear God. She's adding, like, almost full albums. Wow. Wow, the dedication. She's like, oh, we're having a shared playlist. And I'm like, yeah, add what you want. And, oh, she has Mitski. No shade to Mitski people. I don't like Mitski. I don't like her music. There's only, like, 1 or 2 songs I like by Mitski. No tea, no shade. I'm just not a Mitski person. She's a little bit too experimental for me. Mind you, I don't even like the Beatles experimental. I don't like any of their experimental stuff. Hey Jude is, like, alright. Like, it's okay. But, like, nothing's gonna beat Help. Nothing's gonna beat Ticket to Ride. In my mind. I know. Fucking come for me, I guess. I don't care. I'll take on all of you! I don't like Hey Jude that much. You don't like the Beatles? Yeah, okay. At least I'm in good company. I'm not afraid to speak my truth. I'll take on all of you. Their experimental period. I just don't like it. And it's like, don't you listen to Doja Cat? I'm like, Doja Cat is high art. Fuck you, you know? Doja Cat will be played in the 41st millennium. Say So is too catchy to be forgotten. You heard what I said. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of you. I need to check my phone here in a second. I just want to make sure that the ladies are still down to check in after I'm done with my stream and make sure we're all set up for tomorrow. When I was in grade 10, and now I always get the feeling like nostalgia. Yeah, I got you. Oh gosh, what is that for me? What did I used to listen to? I was still busy being a massive pick-me. I remember that. But I still listen to Demi Lovato, even though I'm like, I don't like other girls' music. I was still in my pick-me phase, okay? Like, listen, we all go through one, you know? Maybe not all of us. I was a bit of a pick-me. I'm big enough to admit that. You know? I'm big enough to admit that, so my young sisters, do not fall into the same trap. I'm telling you, that boy ain't worth it, alright? If you think maybe he's worth it, he's not. He's a kid. He doesn't know. He doesn't know shit. All of my young sisters of battle out there, he's not the one, okay? You don't need to change who you are. I believe it was Doja Cat herself that spoke very wise words about a boy not being shit. I cannot use the exact same words she did, but the general concept. And if you're starting to think before you're 20, maybe, you know, if you're starting to think a boy is the one before you're 20, go hug a father figure. Okay? I need you to do that for me. I need you to do that for me. Before you're like, this is the one. This is the one. I'm gonna bend over backwards to make this one happy. I need you to hug a father figure, okay? A strong male figure in your life. Just hug him. Solid. Just go hug him for me. If at any point in your young life, my young sisters of battle, if you're thinking, no, maybe I am being crazy. Maybe he's right. Maybe I am being crazy. And, like, the fact that he wants to talk to other girls more than me, right? Maybe I am being crazy. Maybe that is normal. Go hug a father figure. It'll solve your problem. So much wisdom in this stream. Thank you, Mina. I'm serious. Like, go hug. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your biological dad or, like, a strong male role model in your life that you trust enough to hug. Go hug a male role model. It'll fix your problem, young sisters of battle, okay? Indeed, words of wisdom. It's only because I was stupid, okay? It was only because at one point I was very impressionable. And then, whew. And set to No Ordinary Girl, the H2O theme song. You know, that whole rant. I need to record what, yeah, it's roughly around 2 hours. I'm recording this, so I'm getting rough timestamps of things that I think is clippable. H2O song really matching this? Honest. Honest. No, it was so dumb. You know, it was so dumb. I just needed to hug a father figure, honestly. That would have solved so many of my fucking problems. If that audio takes off on TikTok, I will be so happy. Could you imagine if that went viral? Just a mini painting, a mini painting clip. That's how we get women into Warhammer, you know? Viral TikTok audios. That's how we do it. We'll make it a trend, alright? Agreed? What's up, gamers? What's up? Hold on. Bailithwar Anam. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry. What's up? Welcome to the chat, my dude. How are you? We're here painting Armon. My sister's a battle. You cannot fix him, but you can fix his army list for him. Yeah, you can totally do that. You can totally do that. You know? If he needs an army list that needs fixing, you know? He took one too many intercessors. You know, you can tell him rein it back a bit. You can't fix him. If you think you can fix him, you need to go hug a father figure, okay? That's how young sisters of battle. Listen to me. As someone who has done time in the repentia of relationships. No, it's totally normal that he's repulsed by me and that he wants to talk to other girls. That's fine. He's still my boyfriend, right? He still has the label, right? It's okay. Young sisters of battle. That is never okay. Go hug a confessor. Go hug your father figure. Go, fuck it. You know, if you don't have a father figure on hand, go to your local canoness. Go hug a canoness. You know, regret not taking 250 crude hounds. List doesn't need fixing. There's no true car in your list. That's what's wrong. Fix it. Of course you'd say that. Hug a sister of Fenris. Hug a canoness. Welcome back, Looney Tooney. I'm giving sage advice to the young sisters of battle out there. And young battle brothers, if you think it's okay to treat a sister of battle like that, lock the fuck in. Lock the fuck in. Is there anything from this list that I want to put on? Oh, this is a good one. I'm gonna make you guys listen to some of this. Okay, we have some more bone here. I'm gonna wait until everybody gets back to start roasting these guys. I got a little bit of adult bevy in my system. I'm feeling bitchy. I'm gonna roast the fuck out of some of these chatters. Hold on. Okay, that's some skulls. That's a little claw. This is just a little bottle of something. He's got some potion in here. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I could go balls to the wall on this. Maybe. Go balls to the wall. I would say I'm sorry for the ads, but I'm not fucking sorry. This is my full time. You guys can watch the fucking ads to pay for this channel. I put a roof over your head 9 hours a week. I'm not sorry. Watch the fucking ads. I'm not sorry. Evil has been defeated. It's not evil. You're supporting the channel. I'll welcome you into my house for free 3 times a week. And I ask you to watch a minute of ads. You have 20 minutes. You got this. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. Oh, that's unlucky. I shouldn't have 2 minutes. It should only be a minute. Is it set to that? I think, okay. I think I remember doing that. And I did that because it would have less frequency. So it's like, yeah, you get more when you get them. But it's less frequency. It should be less than what you would normally get. So you get longer stretches of content, but then you get longer stretches of ads. Yeah. So it's like, I was kind of experimenting with it a little bit, and that's also, I think, to avoid pre-roll. I remember doing that because it avoided pre-roll specifically. So when you first come into chat, you're not immediately hit with an ad. But, like, whenever you're here for about an hour and a half or something like that, you're going to be hit with longer ads because that avoids pre-roll and that gives you longer stretches of content. So I had to do a little bit of calculus there. And I'm still sort of playing around with it. That should not be happening because I specifically put ads so that way whenever you first jump in chat. Okay, let me ask you something. This is actually an important question then. Did you get hit with them when you first stopped in for the day? Whenever you first came into chat, not the second time when you had to, like, take a break or whatever, but, like, when you came back, when you first checked in for the day. Do you remember if you got hit by ads then? Because it might be that you already got your ad-free first part. It was almost instant? Okay, I need to fix that. I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that. Because the reason why I had longer ad times was to avoid pre-roll. Is anybody else having that problem? Are there pre-rolls here? A second delay? Maybe that's where they're getting me. It's like, well, technically, they didn't pre-roll. You know? Did anybody else get those? When they first came in? I have a few new people in here, so if you don't mind answering, I would be greatly appreciative. I need to know if it's working. Because it should not be happening. Okay, I see. Alright, so you did not get any pre-roll then. Okay, so that... It should be working then, right? You have ads turned off? How? What's up, Box? I thought you had to have ads when you're affiliate. Like, you can't just turn that off. I don't know how you got that. Those ads turned off. Oh, pre-roll? Yeah. You've become an orc fanboy? Accept it. Get to Crumpin'. Why are you still here? You should be Crumpin'. Okay. Punch the air, seeing the new truck. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. So, what I have noticed with pre-roll and, like, doing certain things to avoid pre-roll is that it is very hit or miss. It will work, and, like, all of your things to avoid pre-rolled ads, because, especially if you're gaining popularity as a stream, it's kind of death to have pre-roll. Right? All the things that I have seen... Oops. From streamers and stuff like that, is it's actually kind of hit or miss. Like, sometimes I run X minute of ads so that way I don't get pre-roll, is just kind of ignored by Twitch for no particular reason. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is a competition piece. I'm a little nervous about him. He's just like, I don't care. I don't need to win. I'm always there to win. I don't know why I'm fooling myself. I'm always there to win. You know? Hey, baby. What's up, Sasha? What's up, Sha? Happy Friday! We made it! We did! Yes, this is for competition. Damn, I used to do painting competitions, but I don't have the time for it anymore. I have to make time, because this is my full-time job. You got this. Still deciding, do I follow Gork or Mork? ¿Por qué no los dos? But yeah, like, I was like, oh, this is a competition piece, but if I don't win, it's okay. No. I've accepted this about myself. When I go to a competition, I'm there to fucking win. It's okay if I don't. But I care. You know? I want to win. No mercy. No remorse. You finna win, sis? Thank you, baby. Thank you. I know these things. I know that's right. Don't know if I should see it as an S or safe for work. What is it? What is the thing that you're thinking could be NSFW? I think, like, for the NSFW channel, I think as long as there's any, I think maybe a hard line is a good way to do it, so that way there's no ambiguity. So, like, any nudity would be NSFW. Any nudity at all, I think, is probably NSFW. Even though I don't think that nudity is always raunchy or anything like that. It's just, like, it's good to have a hard line in the sand for just to avoid ambiguity. The ombre effect on the pants? Yeah. Here. I'll show you this. You'll love it. I've seen that. One. It's so good. Oh, shit. There is the Galaxy Cape. And right now I'm doing the stuff... Thank you. Doing the stuff that goes underneath it, so that way I can easily put the cape on and not have to worry about this anymore. That's just like a hard line in the sand. I'm done blending. Girl, it's hot in here. More like universe cape. Yeah, it's really, I like it. I like the effect. Because, like, it was supposed to be water, but then it just, the effect wasn't working. You saw hummingbird? What do you mean? You saw a hummingbird. I love hummingbirds. Well, I mean, I'm going to remind you here, because every time somebody says something like that, remember, this is my full time, and I've been doing this full time. I've been doing this seriously to be full time for a couple years, but I've been doing this full time for probably a year and a half to 2. Oh, nice. What color was it? I love hummingbirds. So, like, when people are like, oh, that's better than my models, it's like, you haven't had the benefit of time that I have. Like, you might need to put in more hours eventually, but you'll get there. Money. Because I was flabbergasted. Hell yeah. Was she also squeezing his little man boobies? I think I know which one you're talking about, and I love it. If it's the one where he has lipstick all over him and she's squeezing his little man boobs. That's nice. That's a good Heinrichs fan art. No? Okay. This one's for you, Mina. I'll turn it up for you. Don't even worry about it, baby. Like green and shiny? Hell yeah. Just making my way. Very much. Certified, absolutely. Oh, shit. Nice. Nice. Let me see if I have a not safe for work art or if it's just not safe for work minis. Low stick. LHO. Let me see. Yeah, it's just mini painting and art. Okay, you're good. So if you want to post anything that you think is not safe for work, I love fan art. Post it in the NSFW chat. I love fan art, so don't be afraid to post stuff like that there. That's where you put it. You know, I have a channel for that for a reason. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm trying to get everything done here so I can just glue it on, and I know that that's done, right? I just know it's done. I don't have to worry about it. So I'm trying to get everything done first. So if I could just see you. Nice. Hold on, I'm gonna take a peek at it. Obviously, I can't put it up on screen because I'm not 18 plus, but I'm gonna look at it. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you, Looney. Thank you, Looney. She's wearing a shirt. If it's new, send it to me. It's a pin link, so you're expecting something from Pinterest. Expect it from Pinterest. The Heinrichs girls have been busy. Okay. Also, this is a PG-13 stream, so language. Huh? Yeah, like, we can't, like, I have to not talk about certain, like, blatantly very raunchy things on here. I have to shut down those conversations. Because I don't want to deal with the 18 plus category. It's just not something I want to grapple with. You got this. 10 more minutes. But yeah, I won't talk about anything specifically very raunchy on here. Like, flirty, naughty, yeah, a little bit, but, like, yeah. But there's certain things that I can't do because I'm not an 18 plus stream. Got you, box. Yeah, I don't think it's not safe for work. But, you know, like, just in case it was, it's in the not safe for work channel. It's better to just err on the safe side sometimes, because, I mean, while I wouldn't, you know, be explicitly upset unless someone was a repeat offender of violating that sort of rule, you know, you don't want to have the embarrassment of your post being switched categories. I don't think that that's not safe for work, but I get it because there's an implication there. I understand why someone might. I don't think it is. I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah. And then also you have people with different tolerances. So, like, not safe for work is something like, oh, well, I know that this channel isn't cool to pull up whenever I'm at work, right? Yeah. And then, like, if someone's like, oh, this is safe for work, and then it's definitely not for your workplace, it's better to have a hard line in the sand so that way it's like, okay. You don't want anybody getting, like, pulling it up at an inopportune time, and now they gotta explain to their boss, you know? And that's a very literal take on the word. That's not like, you know. I love the lipstick all over him, though. That's so cute. Oh, that's my husband. Oh, nice! The pie is done in 45 minutes, and he added dill. Nice. Good job, Lemur King. That pie's gonna slap. I can't wait. Pie! Yeah, it's a salmon pot pie instead of a chicken pot pie. So there's, like, dill in there and things like that. Because it's salmon. Mm-hmm. I was gonna make it because I'd be making pies. I like making pies, but, like, I couldn't. Why was that auto-modded? But yeah, I don't know why it flagged that. There's no reason for it. And then we're gonna hit it with one more layer of a lighter color. I think as long as we get this stuff toward the side, it's fine. I know this one. I remember this one. Yeah, go ahead. You're coming when you're coming home. 4 more minutes. Count, but who's counting, right? Oh, good, good. I'll take a peek. Okay. Oh, it's cute. I like it. Oh, she has that full jaw augmetic. Nice. The full jaw augmetic is a brave choice, but we love it. It's a brave choice. I am not brave enough to do the full jaw augmetic on my Rogue Trader. Oh, yeah? How did she get her jaw augmentic? You didn't take it seriously. Okay, good. That looks good. I have to cut my losses at some point with some of these things. I think it's going to be better to get the right highlights on this gun once I have this glued on. Oh, is it not? Yeah, it's from Smash Mouth. Thank you for the follow, Rathmore. Welcome to the Lemur Gang. You may have one of Zinch's mangoes. May or not come in the flesh change. Looking like the Nihilist Noble with the giant, ridiculous hairdo. Yeah, no jaw augmetic would be a bit much, yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to worry about here? With fire breathing, she broke her jaw so bad they just replaced it. Okay, I love that. That's good for flavor. Okay, is there anything else? The book is done. I'm happy with the book. I think it's time to glue this on. Do I have super glue? Just a little impulsive, a little crazy. Yeah. Mine has a gigantic, like, gash, like, from claw marks across her face. Because like, one of the predators on Fenris probably got her. Also, we have a follower goal right now, 1,000 followers, and I do a non-metallic metal Dante on stream. So we are getting within spitting distance of it. So if you guys want to contribute to it, make sure to drop a follow. If you guys want to see a fully non-metallic metal Dante. This is Aramon from the Thousand Suns range. So I'm doing the Evil Space Wizards. This is a competition piece, and you're like, it's competition, but you're not doing non-metallic metal. It's because he's also an army piece. And, like, I'm okay going home with something that is a lesser award and have him be cohesive with my army, you know? Like, I'm okay with that. I'm probably gonna get knocked for not using non-metallic metal, but nothing else in my army is non-metallic metal, and I just don't think it would look good. So my first priority is always to my army, in this case. Yeah, Thousand Suns. No trick there, just Thousand Suns. Sons of Magnus. The Evil Space Wizards. Huh? Girl, if she's pepper spraying you, maybe you should stop being so threatening. Oh no, she pepper sprayed me. That's just how life goes. I'm sure it's supposed to be satirical. Evil Space Lizards. Ooh. I'm listening. Looney Tooney has reached freedom. Here you go. You get one on the house. You get one on the house, Looney Tooney, because you reached freedom. You get one on the house for being so brave. There you go. There's your Godzilla. Because you were so brave. Okay, well. Okay, do I not have functional super glue? Because this will not come off. It won't come off. Okay. Well, that sucks. I don't want to buy more super glue. I really don't. I really fucking don't. Will Elmer's glue work? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Because I can't plastic glue this. There's primer on it. I could have sworn we had more super glue somewhere. Where would it have gone? I'm going insane. I could have sworn we had more. I really... Okay. Maybe... Oh la la. Maybe... Okay, so there's terrain stuff over there. Where my girl is Heinrich's right hand. Nice. Just use the sticky tack. Very funny. Very funny. I want it to last. It's ready to just go on, and then that's it. It's done. We're gluing it. Like, it's ready to just go on. I'm not using blue tack for that. Good try, though. Okay, Lord have mercy. That's not good. Maybe I could use, like, duct tape, you know? Like, just duct tape it in place. Has anybody tried it? Have you, before you become a naysayer, and you say duct tape would work, or would not work, before you become a naysayer and say duct tape would not work, I raised you, have you tried duct taping your models? Have you done it? Would it not work? I mean, it would just fall off, and you could definitely see the sticky tack. I raise you. Have you given it a shot? What about this? This is super glue. This is categorized as super glue. These bottles always make me nervous, dog. Okay, I found this on the floor. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Oh. Something just dropped. 5%. I feel honored that you blew your phone battery on my stream. Is it just dried? Oh, Lord. Okay, but what? I feel like it's moving around in there. It can't be fully dried. Justabia. Let's try this. Will it work? You can tell there's glue on this. Haha. It's bad? Yeah. Maybe it's just plugged. Maybe it's just plugged. Maybe. Delulu. Oh, it was just plugged. It was just plugged. Let's fucking go. We have more glue. Wait. Why super glue? Okay, yes. So here's the difference. So, that's not good. So super glue is for things that have been painted or primed. Plastic glue is for things that have not been painted or primed, because the model is made like the way that plastic glue works is it essentially, I'm glad you're learning, it essentially melts down the plastic and then molds it together like a weld. Whereas super glue adheres it like any adhesive would. So because the spots that I'm gluing have primer and or paint on them, I have to use super glue. Plastic glue is used for a naked model out of the box. There you go. That's why. And so when you're doing sub-assembly, it's good to have both. A lot of this is plastic glued together. Like, the cape was plastic glued together. The parts of his body were plastic glued together. And then whenever I'm doing sub-assembly, so some parts are, you know, not on the model in the end, I have to eventually switch to super glue. So, yeah, that's the difference between plastic glue and super glue. I've heard you can get, like, the equivalent of plastic glue by the metric fucking tub. Someone at my hobby shop was telling me the forbidden lore of how to get plastic glue for super cheap. Because I think it's a different, it might just be acetone or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it works like welding as opposed to adhesive. That's the difference. That's like the only difference too. But it matters for the part of the process that you're doing. And now he's all glued together. So I can take him places and not worry about that cape falling off anymore, which is nice. Another difference between plastic glue and super glue is that super glue is actually pretty easy. It's pretty easy to remove parts that have been super glued together. There's a couple different tricks you can use. You can freeze the model, and then the super glue becomes brittle enough to where it snaps. Alternatively, I think you can use like a solvent or something like that. But it is easier to break off parts of the model. Because it'll break along that adhesion line. Now, when you're using plastic glue, separating parts that have been plastic glued together is way harder, and you run the risk of potentially snapping the model off unevenly and beyond repair. So whenever you're separating things, like, remember when I was doing the Night Lord and I had to take his pauldrons off? Like an emergency removal? I was sweating because I have a chance that I could remove part of the model I don't want to because it's been welded together. So, also any sort of removal of parts is a little bit harder with super glue or with plastic glue. It's made to close. Was it actually made to do that? That's crazy. So yeah, super glue is much easier, and like when you drop your model, it'll just kind of more or less break into even pieces the way that you put it on. Unless you drop it weird. A lot of times it'll just break along those fault lines, basically. And plastic glue, sometimes you'll have a neck snap off weird. Right, so removing things that have been plastic glued together is way harder. Let me think. Another thing that is super glue specific, if you are just getting started building, honestly, I do kind of recommend super glue because it doesn't also warp the model if you get it wrong. So if you get the plastic glue wrong, it could potentially warp the model. Because like I said, it's melting the plastic. So you can like actually have permanent fingerprints in there and things like that. And it's harder to get those out with plastic glue. And if you like once you get something on that model, it's more or less just on there. And it is a bitch to take off. So if you're getting started with your Warhammer journey, personally I do recommend super glue because it's easier to go back on. And it's a lot easier. To do that, it's easier to correct mistakes with plastic glue. Yeah, it is. It's painful to separate your fingers whenever you have super glue on them. Plastic glue doesn't really do that as much, at least. Okay, there we go. Okay. feel like underneath there. Yeah, we can do a little bit of detail work. A little bit of shading in here. Out of the darkness and into the sun. Oh, forget the ones that I love. La da 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 da. Let's see, it's 7:14. Once this battery pack runs out, I'm gonna have to jet. Because I need to make sure that I'm ready to get on a Discord call with the ladies. It'll probably be right up against 8 when this dies. So I'm going to have to break my own rule and not vegetate after stream. It's okay. I like those girls. They're fun. It's going to be Sleepyhead and Clouded Paints that I'm streaming with tomorrow. So if you guys know them, Clouded Paints does Pink Berserkers. She does a lot of really cool stuff with that. And I will be playing mermaids with them tomorrow. We're going to paint some Girly Pop Space Marines. Amethyst, the water. Arnar. Not the water. A woman found her husband cheating on her and she super glued his hands. I get that he cheated on you, girl, but there are some lines you shouldn't cross. Just fucking divorce him, dude. I'm guessing you went to the emergency room and got them, solvented and things like that, so he was fine. So it's like, yeah, he's a piece of shit for cheating on you and everything, but like, girl, come on. Get it together. Yes, if you have, any way to apply heat to them, that would be good too. Maybe get yourself a little cup of tea. Do a little bit of heat therapy. Yeah, okay, good. He got it fixed. That is a lawsuit. Like, I'm sorry. He has every right to sue for that. You could have done major bodily harm to him. I think, like, I'm gonna get spicy here because it's past hours and I'm feeling spicy. I think it's around 12 years old. By the time I'm 57 now. Yeah, I think this sort of, oh, he had it coming, LMFAO, only applies to men, and that's a fucking problem. I'm not saying we should be doing things like that to women who cheat. Like, yeah, like, there's several cases of men just fucking killing their wives. Right, I get, you know, but there are several cases of women killing their husbands for that. So, it goes both ways. And, like, when we start opening up really, like, violence that could really, really, really hurt someone over something that can be solved with a divorce, we're treading on very, really uneven ground. And I'm not the type of person to be like, yes, queen, I don't give a shit. what he did to you. That's unacceptable. You do not do that. I don't care. I genuinely don't. In the case of cheating, you know? Especially in the case of, like, cheating. No, you don't do that. We don't behave that way. That's Amethyst being spicy, because that's a pretty spicy opinion, I feel. It's about a fucking message. I don't care what you say. Cheating is terrible, but with emotions, I've told someone, why do you care? You're free of something that held no value. Yeah. Yeah, he held no value. Let him go. If she cheated on you, she held no value. Let her go. You're better off. It hurts. It hurts. Trust me, I'm very aware of the pain of someone who's cheated. I'm very aware. I was definitely not one to go for emotionally charged chats. Yeah. Yeah. At some point, you just gotta tell your girls, like, listen, don't key his car. You don't want the lawyer fees. Don't do it. It's not worth it. He's not worth it. You know? Young sisters of battle. Young battle brothers. They are not worth it. But, you know, it's just like, it really is like, if the tables were flipped and a man did something that violent to a woman because she cheated, it doesn't matter that she cheated. We'd all be really upset, and for good reason. You should be applying these standards to both. One half of our population should not get a pass. We just shouldn't. Because then we prove the misogynist right. Men giving up on... Oh my god, did the thing die? My camera must have died a while ago. Yeah, it died. Okay. Yeah, like, I know the dating scene's rough for both sexes, because honestly, there's a lot of reaction. Coming from a woman's perspective, I got out of dating before it became really bad. But, like, coming from a woman's perspective, there's also a lot of retaliation from men, because women are like, I don't need to put up with some of this stuff. And so, like, there's just a lot of stuff going around right now. You know, do cheat on the minor and... Oh my god. I hope he has justice done to him. Let's see who's on. There's a lot of new people I haven't seen in the category. Oh, someone's doing Armageddon. I'm trying to see if there's anybody I know from Adepticon. Yeah, dating right now for both sides is really hard. It's not fun, sadly. There's just a lot of stuff, a lot of movements in society happening, but it'll even out. Ooh, diorama painting. Someone's doing a diorama. Oh, I can't really see the diorama, though. I don't know. Shuten Doji? An Oni? Wait. What the heck? It's just someone staring into the camera. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Mortright. I think I remember Mortright. Mortright's been in chat before, I think. Okay. My camera was working fine. Yeah, okay, but then I guess it just immediate. Okay. Okay, good. And then I caught it at the very tail end, I think. Okay. Because it was off. Like, it did run out of battery. I did see that. All right. Thank you all for stopping in with me. Thank you for hobbing with me. I will be back tomorrow with a special stream starting around noon Central Standard Time. And I will be doing girly pop Warhammer models with clouded paints and sleepyhead paints, who you can both find on Instagram. So I will be doing that. So look out for that. As always, thank you all for hobbing with me and making this so much more of a fun experience. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna raid Mortright, which I believe I have seen in chat before. So let's make sure to spread so much love, steal all the mangoes, stay leaping lemurs, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, pups!